Are y'all out there copying other YouTubers' videos, old videos, and do you think it's okay? Listen. I'm not disputing it because I think it is okay. We're not trying to reinvent the wheel, we're just trying to make the wheel better. But I do want to know your thoughts on reusing old content of someone else's. So, what are your thoughts? Listen, I'm your girl Trina. Welcome to Closet of Kids Combos, and that's what this episode is about. Well, not necessarily episode, but video is about. Talking about content creators who have made like a video maybe 5 years ago. The video did extremely well, and then someone comes along and kind of revamp it. Is that okay? I feel like it is, as long as we're not like infringing upon copyright laws, bylaws, all that other stuff that comes along with it. So, what are your thoughts on that? When was the last one? I've done it just because they that's what they said do. They were like, hey, go out there, find something that's been done. Because again, we're not trying to reinvent the wheel, we're just trying to make the wheel better. Right? So, or it was so old or so long ago that people not really seeing it anymore, but it's still valuable information. So you can get it, tweak it a little bit. Now, I'm not saying do their video verbatim, word for word. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, if you see a title and you watch and like, hey, this is actually a pretty good video, and you want to put your own spin on things, I think that is cool, right? That's the way to go. So I'm just curious about how y'all felt about the whole reusing, reduce, reuse, recycle, right? That's what we're doing. We're reusing content that was there before. We're revamping that content, and then we're gonna repurpose the content, and then we're just gonna make it ours. So no, we're not stealing content. We are repurposing content for the greater good of the people out there in YouTube land trying to find the YouTube video that they couldn't find. We redid it and stuff like that. So that's all. I was just curious about what y'all thought about that. Now, I do feel like there's ethical and reputation risk that comes along with that, right? People are like, that's unethical to do that. No, if you're saying their stuff verbatim, yeah, like that's not cool. That's not cool. But if someone did a video on batching, content batching, and so I decided to do a video on and I took some pointers from them, and I didn't use all of their stuff, but if I took some pointers, because I mean there's only so much that we could talk about batching, right? But like I said, I'm just kind of repurposing it and making it mine. That I don't see anything wrong with that. So I don't think that is unethical. But me going in and just stealing their entire video is. So that I'm not encouraging that, and that's what we're not doing here. Now, you do have some people who followers may call them out like, hey, you're copying that so-and-so video, but I'm sure they probably got it from somebody else too. You know, like they probably didn't think didn't one person think like, we're going to batch this content and like that was like their current idea. I'm sure they probably heard that from somewhere else and did it. I'm just speaking on batching because that is one that I did get the idea from somebody else. So that's why I was just thinking, like, some people may look at it as like, then try to call us out on it and then tarnish our brand and all that type stuff. But that's not what we're doing here. All we're trying to do is create content. But don't do it in a way where you're going to get violated for like copyright infringement or stuff like that. Like, that's what we're not doing here. We're not trying to do that. We're just trying to repurpose some old things, right? Reuse some old things. May not have been ours in the beginning. That's how we're trying to do. But I think that comes along when you're new and you're still trying to figure this thing out, right? It's like you are trying to think about like, dang, what type of content can I create? You're like kind of stuck. You got a creator's block. I think that will help. Like, I have a notepad of ideas that I want to do, and it's from more than likely it's from ideas that I saw other people do, and again, but I want to put my own little twist on it, right? So it's not like I said, again, I'm not out here stealing, but again, I'm just trying to do what probably majority of people are doing, because once you get into, if you're doing, your niche is content creation, it's only really so many videos out there that we can do. It's only so many things that we can talk about. Sometimes I feel like I talk about the same stuff over and over again. That's what I'm trying to get out of doing. I want to talk, because there's so many things that we can talk about. So I don't want to get stuck on just monetizing, even though that is important to the small YouTubers. Yeah, because we all trying to monetize. But I feel like I shouldn't just harbor on it. There's other things that we need to talk about, so I can get those ideas from people who's been in the game for a long time. And also, I think that, doing that allows for, it gives you an inspiration. All right. Looking at like an older content creator who's been here, has been doing this for a little while, they inspire us to do that, right? So it inspires us to create the content, get new content, create content, see which direction we want to go, and use that to further build our portfolio. Because that's what we're doing here, right? We're building portfolios. The thing is, at the end of the day, I do feel like we should create content that matters. I think we should create content from like our heart. I do think, and I think regardless of the content that we create, it has to be like from the heart. We have to be passionate about when we sit down in front of the camera talking about it, because all of that flows and all that comes out and all that comes through. All right. So I think regardless of where we got it from, at the end of the day, we have to make it ours. So you're just using it for inspiration purposes only. That's how we're going to look at that. We're using that for inspiration purposes only. But I do think that quote unquote copying does stifle our creative juices. It can lead to copyright issues if you are definitely copying verbatim, word for word. Like, that's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying is I think it is okay to allow other people to like inspire you, like their old videos or topics to inspire you and for you. And then also, to me, it's just like jumping on trends, right? It's 50 million people that do things that's similar to what the next person did. So it's kind of like just trending. So I'll just say all that to say, what is your thoughts on finding old videos that was done by another content creator and then repurposing it and making it yours and then putting that information back out? So let me know your thoughts on that. Of course, the ultimate goal is to strive for originality, right? To meet our audience expectations and to give our audience what they want, right? So that's, at the end of the day, that's what it is. We are all striving for that. We all, want to do. But I do think we can use old videos, or we can draw inspiration from other videos that we do watch. So again, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Let me know your thoughts. Comment below. Let me know your thoughts. And again, if you're still here at the end and you're a small creator or even a big one and you want to go live with a small creator, I want to go live. I want to go live from here until they tell me, listen, you can't go live no more. No, seriously though. I am looking for small content creators to go live with. So if you are interested, make sure you comment below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. Again, I'm your girl Trina. This Closet of Kids Combos, Vibes Unleashed. And until the next video, peace.